Gordon's got the ground game. It's the coach, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll get a look at Melvin Gordon, fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Green Bay Packers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And last weekend, they pulled one out in a very low-scoring affair. It was all about their defense.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. Well, they're led out by a guy who's done just about everything you could ever imagine to do in this league, the great Tom Brady.
It's been a lot of fun watching him develop in his career. But that will to win, he's had that probably since birth, and it transmits itself throughout his entire ball club. Watching him play, it can be an absolute joy unless you're on the other team.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Starting lineup time for the offense. What about Dwayne Brown, my friend?
Remember when we were kids and you wanted to make sure you had the big guy next to you all the time because you needed a bodyguard? That's Dwayne Brown at left tackle. He protects his quarterback so well as provides great access in the running game.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down. A first down carry by Elliott. Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Check that 152 right here.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 42-yard line.
On second down, it's Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And that might be Titan football. It is. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's regular.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott. First carry for a Kenosha native and former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Third and short yardage, Prescott. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Well, look now at our starting defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. On 2nd down, Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Dak Prescott on the offense heading back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. They're
going to get 9 here on 1st down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. The numbers a week ago from Melvin Gordon. He was, without a doubt, one of the catalysts in that victory.
And he can really be the glue that makes this offense go, because when defenders have to commit to stopping him, that just opens up more opportunities in the passing game.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Prescott looks to throw on first. Able to get this to Gordon. And the offensive starters for Tennessee.
And they're coming off a good win on the road last week, but they do know that they have a home game next week. So all the focus has to be, can they get a second win on the road and make going home that much sweeter? That's the intention in this ball game.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
You have to like the way that they played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Play action now, Prescott. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep, Golden Tate. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Look at the spin. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong, only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. And I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, Parker. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. On 2nd and 12, Brady. He's got his man. This is Tate. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. 10th carry now for Elliott. And an alley to run. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, and I'll guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
A 59-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. Tucker, a career 70% success rate from 50-plus. Just incredible. And the All-Pro is money from distance again there.
They ought to give him 4 points for field goals from some of the distances that this guy makes them from.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Play fake. Here's Prescott. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
On first down, it's Gordon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 17, Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. 3rd down here. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Packers now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, now Brady. He completes it to Tate. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Yeah. Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he's gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
From midfield, here's Brady. It's complete. Stills. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Shotgun now for Brady. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, it's Brady. And Walker has it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Let's go.
Now Brady again. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
It worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Prescott. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Prescott from the gun on third. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Elliott. John Simon in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That is incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Wait, 20! 52! They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still
They'll run on first down. Elliott, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Wide 80! 52 right here. 52. Coming. Showing up. Hey, ball 66.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Brady. And he finds Stills, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The end result, 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Brady, 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Now Elliott. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, third and goal. Here's Elliott. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brendan, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep, because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love? 4 verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep, and for him to show off that big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road in just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Prescott now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Gordon. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That would good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On second down, it's Gordon, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Here we go. Go right in.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Here's Prescott. Going underneath for Gordon. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Prescott. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone.
Come on, fellas.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check nickel.
They'll get this out wide to Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This will be caught by Brown. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Here's Ryan Allen now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
From the gun, it's Brady. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Elliott. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
52's the mic. 52's the mic.
On first down, it's Elliott. A gain of 3, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. This is Elliott. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Brady. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very solid gain of 27.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Mike, set. Ready? Mike, 5-4. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike, 28.
They'll go with Foreman. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They come out here in the eye. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Brady. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. Tucker's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Prescott on first down. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Back now at Lambeau. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. The open man is Westbrook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. First down, Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. To the air again, Prescott. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. A quick throw, but incomplete. The Titans on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in the game.
Yeah, about the 4 in the game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Wait, set, wide, 20. Check, watch the before, Hey, let's get this.
They go to Elliott again. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Brady going to throw. It's Stills bringing it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Prescott. That's complete. It's Gordon. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there, but it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Prescott to throw it. He's going to loft it, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Now Brady. It's complete. Stills.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
A 45-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will get the lead up to 14. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Stay with your man.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 45 on second down, Prescott. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33. On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's caught by Howard. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott got Gordon open, completes it. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This time it's 3rd and 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Gordon. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Throwing, Prescott. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Prescott now. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. D.D. Westbrook, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Brady's throw there complete, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
The previous play is under review.
Delaney Walker.
Hey, set. 380. 52's the mic. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Green Bay, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.